What's up everyone? Welcome to Trailer Spot, and today we will be talking about the best upcoming movies. Keanu Reeves discusses his involvement in the upcoming Brzrkr film, saying he's been collaborating with writer and director Mattson Tomlin. Netflix announced the movie as an adaptation of Reeves' comic book of the same name, and an upcoming anime adaptation that will have 2 seasons. The final issues of the comics will be released this September, providing a solid template for the adaptations to build on. Brzrkr follows Brzrkr, an immortal warrior who has spent centuries fighting through his unbridled rage. Now, in the present day, Brzrkr is working for the US government in exchange for the secrets that'll end his existence once and for all. The adaptations for Brzrkr were teased at this year's Comic-Con with Reeves, his co-writer Matt Kindt, and the comic's lead artist Ron Garney, making appearances at a highly showcased panel. At Comic-Con, Screen Rant caught up with Reeves and his team for an exclusive interview, where Reeves talked about how the adaptations are progressing. Reeves says Tomlin is already halfway done with the script, but has only sent Reeves the first page, which Reeves gave him notes on. He also mentions that process is very collaborative, and he's excited at the ideas Tomlin has for the movie. It's odd seeing a new film get so much attention when it's so early in production, but Reeves' star power and heavy involvement have already led to large amounts of hype. Brzrkr's dual adaptation is also a rarity, with both the movie and the anime being worked on simultaneously to take advantage of the strengths of both mediums. Reeves' quote suggests that he'll be heavily involved in both projects. Reeves has enough stardom to do whatever project he wants, which is likely why he expanded into comics, applying his creative talents to a new medium that he can now adapt into something he's much more familiar with. Projects like these are usually worth getting excited about, because it gives fans a much more unfiltered look into the artist's individual creative mindset, something that doesn't usually happen in big-budget films with high profiles. Though there's still no hint of a release date for the Brzrkr film, Reeves' track record and strong reputation in the industry suggest that it's a project that'll largely benefit from Reeves and his collaboration with Tomlin. Another Spider-Person has been revealed for the upcoming sequel, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, through the film's merchandise. The sequel is set for release in theaters on June 2nd, 2023, and will feature the return of Miles, Spider-Gwen, Peter B. Parker, and Spider-Man 2099, the latter of whom was introduced into the Spider-Verse's post-credits scene. Across the Spider-Verse's cast is confirmed to include Moore, Haley Steinfeld, Jake Johnson, and Oscar Isaac, alongside newcomer Issa Rae as Spider-Woman. Jason Schwartzman will voice Across the Spider-Verse's main villain, The Spot, while Jorma Taccone voices Vulture. While plot details are being kept under wraps, the Sony sequel is expected to feature 240 characters and take place in 6 different universes. The multiversal adventure will see Miles travel to alternate realities and meet several different Spider-People, one of which has just been revealed due to the film's merchandise. The merchandise appears to confirm the appearance of Cyborg Spider-Woman in the film. The new character sports impressive but bulky armor, including a large cannon in the place of her right arm. The first story details have emerged for Joker 2, with the plot reportedly involving Arkham Asylum. Sporting the working title of Joker, Folie à Deux, the Joker sequel has already generated buzz due to teases about the film that have emerged online, including the fact that it could be a musical. Lady Gaga is also reportedly in talks to join in the film in the role of Harley Quinn. The first Joker ends with Phoenix's Joker locked up in Arkham Asylum, receiving treatment for his mental illness. In the moments before the credits roll, however, it's suggested that Joker kills the doctor treating him before running off and being chased by guards, leaving many to wonder how Joker 2's story will address his incarceration. Now, according to a new report from The Wrap, it's said that Joker 2's story will supposedly heavily involve Arkham Asylum. Specific details regarding the location's role in the story remain unknown, but the plot is said to take place extensively within the walls of the iconic Gotham City psychiatric facility. While it's unclear how soon after the events of the first film Joker Folie à Deux will take place, the new development suggests that Phoenix's character does not immediately escape after killing his therapist. Much remains unknown about the highly anticipated sequel, But Arkham Asylum has been an important part of Batman and Joker stories for decades, and is known for housing an array of dangerous criminals. The facility was first introduced in a run of Batman comics back in 1974, and has since appeared in numerous live-action and animated adaptations, as well as video games. In Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, the facility eventually comes to house Cillian Murphy's Scarecrow, and it's assumed Heath Ledger's Joker. While still unconfirmed, it's possible that Phoenix's Joker and Gaga's Quinn meet and develop a relationship while in Arkham. In most iterations of the character, Harley Quinn starts off as Joker's therapist at Arkham, so the setting could provide a perfect way to introduce her. Although it's still unclear how exactly Arkham Asylum will feature into Joker 2, fans of the character's source material are sure to be excited about the prospect of the film further exploring a new take on the iconic Gotham City location. Amid the massive DC movie shakeups that are going on at Warner Bros. Discovery, Aquaman 2 and Shazam 2 may move their release dates again. While the DCEU is attempting to go forward, things have gone in a different direction since the completion of the Warner Bros. Discovery merger. This week, Warner Bros. Discovery made the shocking decision to cancel the Batgirl movie, starring Leslie Grace as Barbara Gordon. Despite having completed principal photography on March 31st, the newly formatted studio officially pulled the plug on the DCEU product, as it won't be heading to HBO Max or theaters. While Batgirl may have been scrapped, there are still other DCEU films coming, with Black Adam and Shazam! Fury of the Gods later this fall. In 2023, the highly anticipated sequel, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, starring Jason Momoa as Arthur Curry, will be hitting theaters. However, it seems that two of those DCEU projects may be getting delayed once again. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Warner Bros. Discovery is considering moving Shazam 2 and Aquaman 2 from their respective December 21st, 2022 and March 17th, 2023 release dates. The Hollywood Reporter didn't state what the potential rescheduling would be caused for, as both films have been in post-production stages for quite some time now. In Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom's case, a potential delay may be due to the surprise return of Ben Affleck's Batman. Affleck, who is set to appear as his Batman in next year's The Flash, was revealed by Momoa himself that he was currently shooting new footage for the Aquaman sequel, with reports claiming that it was to replace Michael Keaton's Batman, who was supposedly in this film. Why Shazam! Fury of the Gods would be delayed from December 2022 to anywhere in 2023 is extremely unclear. Ryan Reynolds seemingly has begun training for Deadpool 3, ahead of making his Marvel Cinematic Universe debut. It has been over a decade since Reynolds made his first appearance as Wade Wilson. While his role in X-Men Origins Wolverine was a train wreck, it gave the actor a passion to bring the merc with a mouth to life properly. He finally did so in 2016 with the release of Deadpool, which became a massive box office and pulp culture hit. Reynolds went on to return as Deadpool in Deadpool 2. His portrayal became so popular that even Marvel Studios could not ignore him when Disney acquired 20th Century. Development on Deadpool 3 has been underway for a few years now, but it was only in recent months that the movie made real progress. Original writers Paul Wernick and Rhett Reese were brought back to write a new version of the script, while Free Guy and the Atom Project director Sean Levy joined as well. Despite the positive movement, Deadpool 3 was not part of Marvel Studios' San Diego Comic-Con 2022 announcements, and was left out of the Multiverse Saga slate, leaving room for more speculation about when Ryan Reynolds will make his MCU debut. It now appears that Reynolds has started training for Deadpool 3. His longtime trainer, Don Saladino, who worked with Reynolds in preparation for the prior two Deadpool movies, posted on social media that they are back training together. His Instagram caption teases it is indeed for Deadpool 3, or at least a Deadpool MCU appearance. The red circle and crossed swords emojis are clear teases for Deadpool. Producer David Leitch provides a very promising update on the status of Nobody 2. Released that year, Nobody was a hit among audiences and critics, turning Better Call Saul's Bob Odenkirk into a full-on action star. The film, written by John Wick scribe Derek Kolstad and directed by Ilya Naishuller, tells the story of seemingly mild-mannered husband Hutch Mansell, who embraces his dark past after a home invasion gone wrong and sets out to save his wife and son from a dangerous enemy. It didn't take long after the first film's success for talk of a sequel to emerge, with Odenkirk expressing interest in returning to the role. The ending to the first Nobody keeps the door wide open for a return, with Hutch seemingly back in the assassin business after getting a mysterious phone call. Details on the potential sequel have been hard to come by, but in February, Odenkirk said that while the film isn't a sure thing, he's optimistic Nobody 2 will eventually come to fruition. Since then, however, updates on Nobody 2 have been few and far between. In a new interview with Collider, Leach has offered another update on the Nobody sequel, saying the project is currently in the script stage. The producer also reveals a general air of excitement surrounding the sequel, and that everyone is really excited about the prospect of returning to the world of the first film. While Nobody 2 has yet to get the official green light, Leach is optimistic about the film's chances, promising that it's happening as fast as we can make it happen. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video.